All right, welcome into Jammin' Sports, everybody. We are on a Friday here because our baseball game today on the radio got rained out here in the Nashville area. We're getting an awful lot of rain. So I'm also home early, so I decided to take advantage, and we're starting at 6:30 Eastern time instead of 8 o'clock Eastern. We're going to get 3 games in today on this Friday. First up, we'll have the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins, a big game in the AFC East. And then we'll head out to the NFC West to be the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. And then our third game will be an interconference matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Oakland Raiders. The Bills come in at 6-4. Miami 5-5, just one game behind the Bills, but both these teams are chasing the New York Jets, who now sit at 10-1. The Jets, unless they have a catastrophic collapse, they're going to win the AFC East. With these two teams right here vying for wild card spots, Miami won the earlier meeting back, I believe it was in week 2. Let me take a look. In Buffalo. Let's see. Yes, they beat them 28-7. They beat them handily in Buffalo. The rematch here today in Miami. All right, before we get to today's game, let me just talk about something real quick. It's been announced that the PS6 will be released late 2026, early 2027. This is just me. I don't believe it. I think it probably will not get released until early 2028. And the reason being, when you launch these consoles, you have to have games that people are going to want to buy, okay? And so you have to have the games ready at the same time, and that takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of money. Plus the fact they just now finally phased out the PS4, all right? So they're not making PS4 games anymore. The new Madden and the new college football game that will be out in August, they are not going to be made for the PS4. They're not coming out with a PS4 or Xbox One version of those games. So they just now went fully to PS5. I give it another 3 years before they invest in PS6. Let me just say that right now. But we'll see. We'll keep a close eye on it. It's something we look at. All right, let's head to the Orange Bowl in Miami, Florida for this one, Bills-Dolphins. And by the way, Evil Dead is 78-59 on the season. And Grando is 59-39, 20 games up. All right, if you're watching on YouTube, follow, like, and subscribe. Here we go. Looking live at the Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida. It's the Bills and the Dolphins. And welcome in to another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along. The first of our late afternoon games here in Week 11. We're in South Florida. We're in Miami. 76 degrees, not a bad day. And the Bills will get the ball first. We're underway, live from Miami. About 3 yards deep, Alden McGinnis out over the 15, 20, 25. And McGinnis out to the 27-yard line. In his 4th year at a Southern Miss, and that's where Buffalo will have it 1st and 10. Dolphins won the earlier meeting 28-7 back in Week 2. Starting quarterback Mason Cross, the 2nd-year quarterback out of LSU. Buffalo currently sits in 2nd place in the AFC East with a 6-4 record. Miami at 5-5, one game back in 3rd place. And of course, the Jets are currently running away with this division. They are 10-1. First and 10 for Buffalo. They'll start from their own 27-yard line. Cross under center. Cross fakes the handoff, looks downfield. Looking, he's going to throw deep. And it's caught by Welsh. Touchdown. Adam Welsh, 73 yards on the first play from scrimmage. The Bills throw it deep. Mason Cross, 73 yards and a touchdown. He simply out-jumped the defensive back, Adam Welsh. He was covered by Seth Bingham. Great play by Welsh in his 10th year out of Ohio State. And Buffalo quickly jumps out to a 6-0 lead. We're only 13 seconds in. A 73-yard bomb for a touchdown. And now Alex Rayner will come on for the extra point. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. And the Bills lead it 7-0. 7:47 left to play. Here in the first quarter. Here at the Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida. This crowd is stunned. Some of them haven't even sat down yet. And the Bills score quickly. On the first play from scrimmage. Evil Dead's here with us. Did you see that touchdown, Evil Dead? 73 yards to Adam Welsh. First play of the game. And the Bills take a 7-0 lead. Cross just threw it up there. And Welsh out-jumped him. Yeah, it was a bomb on the first play. Touchdown. And now Buffalo will kick off. Rayner will kick. Fielded by Hayes at the 5 over the 15, 20, 25. And Alex Hayes brings it out to the 27-yard line. And that's where Miami will have it, 1st and 10. Alex Hayes in his 12th year out of Alabama. Starting quarterback, the Ragin' Cajun, Austin Ducre, in his 9th year out of LSU. Miami has been rather inconsistent this season. They're 5-5. They were 3-0 to start this season and have gone 2-5 since. Miami was lucky to beat Detroit last week. That was a very sloppy game. Dolphins won that game 14-7. 1st and 10, Miami at their own 27-yard line. Ducre under center.
Let's go. Green 39.
Ducre hands off to Robinson, and John Robinson makes his way out to the 32-yard line, a gain of 5. Let's take a look at the Miami offense. Up front, Evans, Williamson, Princeton, Trimble, and O'Neal. And then it's Hayes, Austin, Robinson, Helm, and Stowe. Our baseball game today got rained out, and I was off early. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start at 6:30 Eastern, and I'm going to get 3 games in today. On 2nd and 5, your record currently is 78-59. On 2nd and 5, Ducre to Robinson up the middle. And Robinson 3 yards out to the 35-yard line. Let's take a look at the Buffalo defense. They play a 4-3. Seals, Cousins, McAllister, and Evans up front. Linebackers Gates, Henderson, and Preston. And the secondary for Buffalo, House, Walker, Briggs, and Catledge. Buffalo scored first on a 73-yard bomb to Adam Welsh on the first play of the game. And this is Miami's opening drive, 3rd and 2 from their own 35-yard line. Ducre under center.
Here we go now.
Ducre to Robinson around the outside, and I don't know. I don't think he got there. He's going to be short on the tackle. Number 57, that's Dwayne Gates, the 4th-year linebacker out of Arizona. They needed 2. He got about 1.5. It'll be 4th and inches for Miami. The Bills force a 3-and-out on the Dolphins. John Ryan will come in to punt in his 17th year out of Tennessee. Ryan gets the punt away. And that's going to be inside the 10. Nice punt by Ryan. And that's going to pin the Bills back at the 7-yard line. So Buffalo gets a touchdown on their opening drive, and Miami has to punt. But it's an awfully good punt. And Buffalo will have it 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line. The first of our late afternoon games here in Week 11. So the sun will set during this game. 1st and 10 Buffalo. The 4:25 starts. And we're out east. 4 wide. Cross in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Cross. Hands off to Franklin. And Mark Franklin, not much. No gain. Let's take a look at the Buffalo offense. Up front, Madison, Bernard, Walker, Anderson, and Hayes. And then it's Welsh, Cooley, Franklin, Scott, and McGinnis. No gain on 1st down. The Dolphins were right there. Isaac Flatt came up and made the tackle from his safety position. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 7. Cross under center. Cross looking, throws outside, and it's broken up by Dante Lockwood, the 5th-year defensive or linebacker out of Minnesota. Here's Miami's defense. They play a 4-3. Douglas, Lindsey, Robinson, and Kilgore up front. Linebackers, Jones, Tarrant, and Lockwood. And the secondary, Flatt, Franklin, Bingham, and Harrison. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Buffalo now at their own 7-yard line. 5:47 left to play here in the first quarter. Here in Miami, Florida, the Orange Bowl. 4 wide, cross in the shotgun. Cross back, cross, throws, it's caught, by David Scott, the tight end, out to the 25. A gain of 18 yards. David Scott, the 8th-year tight end out of Texas. 1st down, Buffalo. Lockwood, the linebacker, on the tackle for Miami, but that'll be a Buffalo 1st down. Miami won the earlier meeting up in Buffalo, 28-7. That was back in week 2. That was back when Miami started 3-0. 1st and 10, Buffalo from the Bill 25-yard line. Cross to Cooley this time around the outside, and Cooley picks up the 1st down all the way out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 14. Trey Cooley, the 2nd-year back out of Georgia Tech. And that's another Buffalo 1st down. Tell you what, the Bills have come out on fire in this one. The Dolphins have yet to get a 1st down. Miami went 3 and out. 1st and 10, Buffalo. Cross under center. Cross looking, cross throws to McGinnis. He holds on out to the 46, and that'll be a gain of 8. And that'll bring up 2nd and 2. All to McGinnis in his 4th year out of Southern Miss. Antonio Cheever on the tackle. The linebacker in his 2nd year out of Rice. 2nd and 2 for Buffalo. Cross under center. Palmer in motion. Cross to Cooley again. And Trey Cooley, a yard at best, out to the 47-yard line before being tackled by Donald Robinson, 3rd-year defensive tackle out of Cal. Under 4 minutes left in the first quarter, be 3rd and 1 for Buffalo. As they have it at their own 47-yard line. Big 3rd down. They spread the receivers out. Cross in the shotgun. Cross looking. Cross throws. Caught by David Scott. Across midfield to the 42-yard line. A gain of 11. And that'll be a 1st down for the Bills. Evil Dead has taken the Bills in this one, by the way. Just so you know. So far, so good. Bills lead at 7-0, and they're on the move again. 3:25 and counting. Nope, you're the only one. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Cross under center. Cross to Franklin. And Mark Franklin picks up a yard to the 41-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Franklin's tackled by Martin Franklin. No relation. The 6th-year safety out of Louisiana Tech. My favorite team is the Dolphins. Always has been. But they're getting thumped at the moment. 2nd and 9 from the 41-yard line. Cross in the shotgun. 4 wide. Cross looking. Throws. Dumps it off to Crawford. And Tyson Crawford down to the 34. And that'll be a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 3rd and 2. Tyson Crawford in his 2nd year out of Penn State. And that'll bring up 3rd and 2 for Buffalo at the Miami 34-yard line. Miami's only had the ball for 3 plays this quarter. That's it. Buffalo has dominated. On 3rd and 2, cross under center. Cross looking, throws, caught by Crawford coming across, and Tyson Crawford down to the 22-yard line. A gain of 12, and another Buffalo first down. Antonio Cheever, the linebacker, on the tackle. But the Bills are just moving it at will. When Miami beat Buffalo earlier this season, Cross threw 4 picks, and Miami beat them 28-7. But Miami's other wins have all been close. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Cross to Franklin, and Franklin all the way down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 8. That's going to bring up 2nd and 2. We talked about it before. Miami started the season 3-0, but they had to come from behind to beat Cleveland in week 1. They blew out the Bills as they were aided by 4 picks, but then they had to come from behind to beat the Patriots in week 3. And Miami has gone 2-5 since. Barely hanging on to beat Detroit last week. The Dolphins are just not a good team. 2nd and 2, Cross looking, throws, incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 2. And I would say Miami's weak point this season has been their defense. It was the same held true last season. They couldn't hold the lead. Their defense is aging. They've got to get some draft picks. 3rd and 2 from the 14-yard line. In the offset eye, cross under center. Cross. Play action. Oh, he's going to get sacked. Back at the 22-yard line by Stephon Kilgore, the 8th-year defensive end out of Auburn. A loss of 7. That's going to bring up 4th and 9. And the Bills are going to have to settle for a field goal. Buffalo, on the other hand, they come in at 6-4. They finally ended their playoff drought last season, making the playoffs as a wild card. Right now, they lead the AFC wild card. Alex Rayner will come on. This will be from 39 yards. Snap, kick is up. And the kick is, it's no good. It hit the left upright and bounced back. No good. Rayner, the rookie out of Kentucky, misses. And it remains a 7-0 lead in favor of Buffalo. Bills come up empty on that drive. So the Dolphins remain only down by 7. That could have been a 2-score deficit. And now the Dolphin offense will come back out, as they'll start from their own 29-yard line. 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here at the Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida, Week 11. Here at Jammin' Sports. The Bills at 6-4, the Dolphins at 5-5. 4 wide for the Dolphins. Ducre under center. Ducre hands off to Robinson around the outside, and John Robinson gets the corner, and he's run out of bounds at the 44-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that'll be a Dolphin first down. He was ran out of bounds by the linebacker, Ashley Webster, the rookie out of Illinois. That'll stop the clock with 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Now it runs 1st and 10. Dolphins at their own 44. Ducray under center. Ducray to Robinson, and Robinson out to the 49, a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd and 5. John Henderson, the linebacker, on the tackle in his 8th year out of Penn State. And that'll bring up 2nd and 5. As we're coming up on the end of the first quarter, they should be able to get the play off. 2nd and 5 from the 49-yard line. Ducray to Robinson up the middle and gets the first down. Robinson out to the 40. At the end of one, Buffalo leads it 7-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. The Bills lead the Dolphins 7-0 as we start the second quarter. It was an 11-yard run by John Robinson. At the end of the first quarter, be first down, Miami at the Buffalo 40-yard line. Dolphins on the move. 4 wide for the Dolphins. Ducray in the shotgun. Ducray fakes the handoff. Looking, throws outside to Robinson. A swing pass that only picks up a yard, maybe 2 yards, before being tackled by Marcus House, the 9th year defensive back out of Texas. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 39-yard line. This is the first of 3 games here on this Friday. We've got the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks up next. And then we'll have the New Orleans Saints at the Oakland Raiders. Our triple header today. On early today because I got off early today. 2nd and 8 from the 39-yard line. Ducray under center. Ducray pump fakes, hands off to Robinson up the middle. And Robinson picks up the first down out to the 28-yard line. A gain of 11. The 12th year back out of Notre Dame, John Robinson. And that'll be another Dolphin first down. Barrett Briggs on the tackle, the 10th year safety out of Florida. The Dolphins now looking to tie this one up. Ducray in the shotgun, 2 backs, 1 on either side. Fakes the handoff. Throws it outside to Gunnar Helm, the tight end, out to the 24-yard line. A gain of 4, be 2nd and 6. Helm actually lined up in the backfield on that play. The rookie tight end out of Texas. Their first-round draft pick. Second and 6 for Miami at the Buffalo 24. Ducray in the shotgun. Ducray pump fakes. Ducray throws, caught by Nayor. Isaiah Nayor out to the 16. A gain of 8. The rookie out of Nebraska. They drafted him in the 2nd round. And that's a first down for the Dolphins. From college football 25, Isaiah Nayor. First down Miami at the Buffalo 16. 6.5 minutes left here in the first half. Buffalo up 7-0. Buffalo scored on the first play of the game, but nobody has scored yet since. 1st and 10. Ducray to Austin this time. A.J. Austin. Down to the 8-yard line. A gain of 8. That's going to bring up 2nd and 2. A.J. Austin in his 7th year out of Hawaii. Walker and Briggs on the tackle. David Walker and Barrett Briggs, 33 and 49 respectively. Under 6 minutes left in the half. 2nd and 2 for Miami at the Buffalo 8. 4 wide. Ducray under center. DeCray looking, throws, caught by Helm, and Helm down to the 1 yard line. A gain of 7. It'll be first and goal, Miami. Gunnar Helm from the University of Texas. College football 25. Once again, all the rookies this season are from college football 25. First and goal from the 1 yard line. Miami trying to tie this one up. Dolphins come out. DeCray in the shotgun. DeCray drops back, throws back to the end zone, incomplete. Fastak's in the house. Good to see you, Fastak. Where you been hiding? Good to see you. It's been a while. The intended receiver was Nate Moore, incomplete. Moore in his second year out of Texas Tech. What do you know that we don't there, Fastak? Second and goal from the 1 yard line. DeCray under center. DeCray to Robinson. Does he break the play? No. John Henderson, the linebacker, along with Minor, number 99, on the tackle. Stephen Minor, the second-year defensive tackle out of Delaware. It'll be third and goal from the 1 yard line for the Dolphins. Third and goal. DeCray under center. DeCray. And Robinson gets nailed by Leon Seals in the backfield for a loss of 3 yards. The 12th year defensive end out of Alabama. What a goal line stand by Buffalo. And the Dolphins are going to have to settle for 3. Under a rock, I've been hiding. It's good to see you, Fastak. We haven't seen you like a year or more. It's good to see you. Fourth and goal from the 4. This will be a 21-yard attempt by Andres Borregales, the rookie out of Miami. Kick is up and good. And the Dolphins at least get on the board. Buffalo leads at 7-3. 4:23 left to play here in the first half. Live from the Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida, Week 11 here at Gem Sports. We've got the Cardinals and the Seahawks up next. And then after that, we've got the Saints and the Raiders. A triple header for you on this Friday. Since we're on early, we're going to get 3 games in. I was able to come on a whole hour and a half earlier than I normally do. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that Dart drafted, or the Giants drafted him. That's good. He's got an arm. Ryan will kick off from the 6 yard line. Marcus House over the 20, 25, and House out to the 31 yard line. And that's where the Bills will take over with 4:20 left in the half. I'm here now. It's a rare sighting, yes. Seeing Fastak here is like getting a photo of Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster. Or being allowed on Area 51. First and 10 from the 31 yard line. Bills lead at 7-3. Buffalo comes out, everybody in tight, cross under center. Cross fakes the handoff, looking, rolls out, and he's going to take off, and he gets taken down at the 40 yard line, a gain of 9. Coming up to make the tackle, Antonio Cheever, the linebacker, and that'll bring up 2nd and 1 for the Bills. 4 minutes left. Yeah, I saw that too. I was going over the list earlier today. He's overrated anyway. 2nd and 1 from the 40 yard line. 3 receivers to the near side. Cross on the shotgun. Cross fakes the handoff. Rolls out, throws, dumps it off to McGinnis. And Alden McGinnis out to the 50 yard line. A gain of 10 and a Buffalo first down. Now you'll vanish until later. Fastak vanishing is a government conspiracy. He's trying to keep it. They're trying to keep him hid from the public. First down, Buffalo. They'll have it at midfield, leading 7-3 over the Dolphins. 3:25 until halftime. Bills come out. Cross under center. Cross hands off to Mark Franklin, and Franklin picks up a yard to the 49. Make it a 2-yard gain. On the tackle, Terry Douglas in his 6th year out of Sam Houston, the defensive end. And that'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Bills. I was hoping today's game would get rained out because it was coming down earlier today, big time. 2nd and 8. Cross looking. Cross still looking. He's got all sorts of time. Throws it deep. Caught by Welsh. No, incomplete. It was broken up. Seth Bingham reached in there and broke it up. The 10th year safety out of Ball State. Good crowd here on this Friday. I appreciate it. Here at Jammin' Sports, a triple header for you today, since we're on early. Why not? As we continue with week 11 of our current sim season. 3rd and 8 from the 49. Big 3rd down for Buffalo. 4 wide. Cross in the shotgun. Cross to Franklin, a draw play. And Franklin's not going to get there. He'll get to the 43. That'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 4th and 3. Christian Harrison came up, the 3rd-year defensive back out of Minnesota, and made the tackle for the Dolphins. And now the Bills will punt. Cedric Givens will come on, the 3rd-year punter out of Missouri. Givens, I think he shanked that one. Yep, that's a 23-yard punt down to the 20-yard line. And that's where Miami will take over. A chance now for the Dolphins to take the lead before halftime. 2:14 left in the first half. Here at the Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida, Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. The first of our late afternoon games here in Week 11. The late games, as they say, on the networks. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. DeCray in the shotgun. DeCray fakes the handoff. Watch out. Bills brought the blitz. On the tackle, number 91, Brian McAllister, in his 7th year out of USC. And that'll be a loss of 8 yards as they sack DeCray. And that'll bring up 2nd and 18. Buffalo's only up 7-3, but it feels like they've dominated so much, it feels like they're up 21-3. As we hit the 2-minute warning. Buffalo up 7-3 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back. Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida, Week 11. Bills lead the Dolphins 7-3, a rematch from Week 2. Miami won the first game 28-7 up in Buffalo. Rematch here today. AFC East battle. On 2nd and 18 from the 11-yard line, Dolphins come out. 5 wide, empty backfield for DeCray. DeCray looking, throws, caught by Riley, and Chance Riley out to the 22, a gain of 11. Make it a gain of 10. It'll be 3rd and 8. Buffalo takes a timeout. They want to force a 4th down. I'm not sure. I was thinking the same thing. I was going to ask you. I think it might be. 3rd and 8 from the 22-yard line. Yeah, I think he is, now that I think about it. Big 3rd down for the Dolphins at their own 22-yard line. DeCray in the shotgun with a back on either side.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
DeCray looks downfield. Looking, throws, and just throws it away. And that's going to bring up fourth down. DeCray is having an awful first half. 5 of 7, only 31 yards. It'll be fourth down. And John Ryan's going to have to come out and punt. Ryan gets the punt away. And McGinnis fields it at the 28, brings it out to the 30-yard line. And that's where Buffalo will have it, 1st and 10. 1:43 left in the half. Yeah, I forget his name too, but no, I haven't heard from him in a while. Some people we see regular, some people we see semi-regular. And then some people we see once every year. And Misty goes, some people you see every day. Guru, he says. 1st and 10 for the Bills. Bills a chance now to go up by 2 scores. 1:43 left in the half. Cross in the shotgun. Cross looking. Throws downfield. Caught by McGinnis. Out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 12. Alden McGinnis. I'm surprised they're not in the hurry up. 1:30 left. Clock is moving. Antonio Cheever on the tackle for Miami. Dolphins need to overhaul their defense. Misty. That's right. Misty is 5 feet behind me, but she's texting. 1st and 10. Cross in the shotgun. 1:14 left in the half. Cross looking. Cross. They close in on him. He escapes and throws. Incomplete. That Dolphin rush, they got to do a better job. You can't give them that much time. That'll stop the clock. 1:04 left in the half. Yeah, it seems like Buffalo should be up like 28-3 or something. But they're only up 7-3. 2nd and 10 for the Bills at their own 42 with 1:04 left in the half. Cross in the shotgun. Cross looking. Throws downfield. And it's nearly picked off by Isaac Flatt. He had 2 shots at it. Old Butterfingers there, Isaac Flatt, incomplete. You should have caught that. The 10th year defensive back out of Tennessee. He had 2 shots at it, and he just couldn't haul it in. They were looking for Crawford, Tyson Crawford. 3rd and 10 for Buffalo now, their own 42. 1 minute left in the half. Cross in the shotgun, a back on either side. Cross looking. Cross throws outside, caught by Franklin. Out to the 49, a gain of 7, but he's going to be well shy of the first down. Coming up to make the tackle, Devin Perry, the rookie defensive back out of UNLV. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Say hi, Misty.
Hi.
Givens back to punt. Cedric Givens on 4th down. And that's going to be fielded at about the 14. And slammed to the turf at the 17-yard line. On the return there for Miami, number 36. I'm looking for a 36. Oh, Martin Franklin, the safety. There you go. 15 seconds left until halftime. Miami has it at the 17-yard line. Miami will get the ball first in the second half. Let's see what the Dolphins do with 15 seconds left. In the I formation. DeCray to Robinson up the middle. And Robinson out to the 22. A gain of 5. And they're just going to let the clock run out. As we go to halftime. Halftime score, Buffalo 7, Miami 3 here at Jammin' Sports. welcome back to the Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida, Week 11. Here at Jammin' Sports, the 6-4 Bills, who currently sit in second place in the AFC East, and the 5-5 Dolphins, who currently sit at 5-5 in third place. The Jets lead the division with the best record in the NFL at 10-1. The Jets have already played this week. And the Jets are very close to wrapping up the division already, with 5 weeks to go. Miami will get the ball first. There's the kickoff. 2 yards deep. Hayes brings it out. Alex Hayes over the 20-25. And Hayes out to the 27-yard line. And that's where Miami will take over 1st and 10. We have the Cardinals and the Seahawks after this. And that'll be followed by the Saints and the Raiders, as we'll head out to the West Coast after this game. This is the only late afternoon game on the East Coast. First and 10. Dolphins will start from their own 27, down 7-3. A chance for the Dolphins to take the lead here if they can get a touchdown. Ducray under center. Ducray hands off to Robinson, and Robinson gets nailed after a 4-yard gain out to the 31-yard line, make it a 3-yard gain. John Henderson on the tackle. 8th-year linebacker out of Penn State. The all-pro linebacker. He's a good one. One of the better ones in the league, Henderson. Second and 7 from the 31-yard line. Ducray in the shotgun. Ducray to Robinson. And Robinson 2 yards out to the 33-yard line. Make it a 3-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 4 on the tackle that time. Ty Robinson, the rookie out of Nebraska. 3rd and 4 for the Dolphins now from their own 33. Big 3rd down. 4 wide for Miami. Ducray under center. Ducray drops back. Throws. Caught by Nayor. Isaiah Nayor across midfield to the 45. 22 yards. Isaiah Nayor into Buffalo territory. The rookie out of Nebraska from college football 25. Aaron Catledge on the tackle, along with Barrett Briggs for Buffalo. No, it's just a late afternoon game. The sun is setting. You can see the sky there. There's blue in it. It's just a late afternoon start. The sun is setting. 1st and 10 from the 45. 4 wide. Ducray. because the sun's going down. Ducray to Robinson up the middle, and Robinson out to the 43-yard line. Gain of 2. It'll be making a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Barrett Briggs comes up and makes the tackle. Yeah, the lights have been on since the game started. It's just gradually getting darker as the sun sets. 2nd and 7 from the 43-yard line. Ducray in the shotgun.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
Ducray looking. Throws deep. Caught by Helm. Out to the 35-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 8 yards and a Dolphin first down. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't your 151-inch TV. 151. I'm happy with the one I got in front of me here. 1st and 10 from the 35. Ducray under center. I mean, I can see everything clearly. 1st and 10. Ducray to Austin, and A.J. Austin out to the 27-yard line, a gain of 8. That'll bring up 2nd and 2. Marcus House on the tackle. Any bigger, and to call the games, I'd have to be turning my head to watch the plays and stuff. Yeah, we had a bigger one, but I let Gracie have it. She wanted it. It's all right. 2nd and 2 from the 27-yard line. It was just a little too big.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Ducray to Austin. Picks up the first down. A 4-yard gain out to the 23-yard line. John Henderson on the tackle, and Austin got shaken up on the play. We have an injury timeout. Austin will have to come out. Austin's the backup. It would be Dante McCoy or Tony Jackson taking over. Robinson's still the primary back. Robinson taking a breather on the sideline. He'll probably come back in. 1st and 10, Miami now at the Buffalo 23. The Dolphins, who have been hanging in there. Buffalo scored on the first play of the game, but they have not scored since. But they've kept Miami to 3 points. And now the Dolphins down to the Buffalo 23. Miami trying to get back in the AFC playoff picture. A win over Buffalo would help. 1st and 10, Ducre throws outside to Hayes, and Alex Hayes pushed out of bounds at the 14. That'll be a gain of 9. Aaron Catledge took him out of bounds. The third-year defensive back out of Navy. And that'll bring up 2nd and 1. Of course, remember, last season, Buffalo ended that 17-season playoff drought, finally making the playoffs. Trying to make it 2 for 2. Ducre to Robinson, who's back in the game, out to the 11-yard line, a gain of 3. And that'll be a Dolphin first down. Not only did the Bills end their 17-season drought, they won their first playoff game since Sim Season 2, when they beat the Broncos in the wild card round. It's a long time to go. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Single back. Ducre under center. Ducre. A draw play to Robinson up the middle, and Robinson down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 9 to bring up 2nd and 1. John Robinson in his 12th year out of Notre Dame. Draw play worked pretty well. Barrett Briggs and Webster, the linebacker, on the tackle, Ashley Webster. 4 minutes left now in the third quarter. 2nd and 1 for Miami at the 2-yard line. Dolphins can get a first down at the 1. They come out in the I formation. Ducre to Robinson, and Robinson to the 1. And he's actually about a half yard. He's about a half yard shy of the first down. Tay Cousins on the tackle. The 5th-year defensive tackle out of Florida State. It'll be 3rd and inches from the 1-yard line. Big third down right here. Ducre under center. Ducre to Robinson, and the Bills stack him up again. Loss of a yard. Another great goal line stand by Buffalo. Jordan Evans making the tackle in his 4th year out of MTSU. And once again, Miami's going to have to settle for 3. Unless they go for it on 4th and 1. Andres Borregales. They're going to go with a 19-yard field goal attempt, make it a 1-point game. Snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. So the Bills' lead is now 7-6, with 2:51 left to play here in the third quarter. Here at the Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida, Week 11, here at Jammin' Sports. The first of 3 games for you today. Let's look ahead to next week and find out who they play. Miami will host the Ravens next week. And Buffalo next week hosts Green Bay. That's one of the Thanksgiving games. That's the 3rd Thanksgiving game. Green Bay at Buffalo. John Ryan will kick off. Bills still up by 1. From the 5-yard line, McGinnis over the 20, 25. And Alden McGinnis fumbles. And who comes up with it? Buffalo does. At the bottom of that pile, getting the football, number 94 for the Bills, Ty Robinson. And the Bills, boy, they dodged a bullet. Miami couldn't jump on that. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Oh, that could have been huge for Miami had they recovered. Buffalo leads it 7-6 with 2:45 left here in the third quarter. It's a surprisingly low-scoring game. 4 wide, cross in the shotgun, empty backfield, make it 5 wide. Cross looking, cross throws, caught by McGinnis. No, Christian Harrison broken up, the defensive back, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bills at their own 24-yard line. Lights really starting to take effect now here in the Orange Bowl as the sun is setting. This is something Madden 19 does really, really well. The lighting, it changes not just at the end of the quarter, but it actually changes during the quarter. The newer games, they wait till the end of the quarter to progress it. 2nd and 10 from the 24-yard line. Cross in the shotgun.
Let's go. Green 39.
McGinnis in motion.
39.
Cross looking, throws, dumps it off to McGinnis. Out to the 25, a gain of a yard. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 9. Dean Tarrant, the linebacker, on the tackle in his 5th year at a USC. And now it's a big 3rd down for Buffalo, 3rd and 9 at their own 25. Miami's defense trying to get a stop. This game a whole lot different than the first time they played this season. Cross threw 4 picks. One was a pick 6. Miami won that game 28-7 as Buffalo couldn't get out of their own way. 3rd and 9 from the 25. 4 wide for the Bills. Cross in the shotgun.
Let's go. 319.
Cross fakes the handoff. Throws, and it's broke. Oh, it's caught on the deflection by Adam Welsh. Isaac Flatt tried to break up the pass, popped it up in the air, and Welsh on the deflection hauls it in for the 1st down. 17 yards. It's a heads-up play by Adam Welsh in his 10th year out of Ohio State. He caught the touchdown earlier. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. 1st and 10, Buffalo at the 47-yard line. It was actually a 23-yard gain.
Here we go now.
Cross, back to throw, 1st down. Cross looking, throws, caught by Franklin out of the backfield. And Mark Franklin all the way down to the 34-yard line, a gain of 13. Another Buffalo 1st down. Evil Dead took the Bills in this one. If the playoffs were to start today, Buffalo would be the 4 seed, the first wild card. And if they win, they'll be 7-4, and that will just strengthen their grip on that 4 seed. If Miami were to lose, it'd be 5-6. It'd be a rough road to hoe for the rest of the way. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Cross back. Cross looking, throws deep. And we have a pass interference on Flatt as he was covering Adam Welsh. That was pretty obvious. It's going to be a 1st down for Buffalo.
Defense.
They call it on Isaac Flatt.
Automatic 1st down.
The 10th year defensive back out of Tennessee. It'll be 1st and goal for the Bills at the 5-yard line. Chance now for Buffalo to cash in. 1st and goal from the 5. Bills come out in the eye.
Here we go now.
Cross fakes the handoff. Throws outside to Cash. Touchdown, Buffalo. Nelson Cash, the tight end, in his 3rd year out of UCLA, a 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bills take a 13-6 lead. There was actually 2 receivers in the same area, and that's usually not a good thing. As the fullback, Piner, was there. They could have called Piner for offensive pass interference. he was engaged in blocking with somebody downfield while the ball was in the air. No call, though. Alex Rayner for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. And Buffalo leads it 14-6 with 1 minute left here in the third quarter. Live from the Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. It's still a one-score game, though. Dolphins have plenty of time to come back. Ducre warming up on the sideline. Ducre has just been off this season. His stats aren't as good as they have been in previous seasons. Miami has just been off this year. 5-5. They were off last season. They missed the playoffs last year also. And if they lose this, it's not looking good. Rayner will kick off. About 4 yards deep. Moore brings it out over the 20. And Nate Moore brings it out to the 33-yard line in his second year out of Texas Tech. And now the Dolphin offense comes back out, down by 8 here late in the third quarter. We have the Cardinals and the Seahawks up next. We'll be in Seattle for that one. Up in the Pacific Northwest. And then we have the Saints and the Raiders in Oakland after that. Our triple header today here at Jammin' Sports, where it's the game that matters. Dolphins come out. Ducre under center. 1st and 10. Ducre looking, throws, caught by Riley, and Chance Riley out to the 46, a gain of 13. The second-year tight end out of Virginia Tech. First down, Miami. Because it's a late afternoon game and not as hot, Miami opted to wear their home jerseys, their aqua jerseys today. Normally they wear their white to offset the heat. 1st and 10 from the 46. Ducre in the shotgun with the back on either side. Ducre fakes the handoff, dumps it out to Helm, and Gunnar Helm down to the 49-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 3. I'm sorry, it'll be a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. As they're to the Buffalo 49-yard line, not their own. And that'll stop the clock with 22 seconds left. Here in the third quarter, now the clock runs. This might be the last play of the quarter. Ducre in the shotgun, 2nd and 5. Ducre looking, throws, caught by Hayes, down to the 40, a gain of 9. First down, Miami. That's the end of the third quarter. Buffalo up 14-6 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida. We go to the fourth quarter. Bills lead the Dolphins by a score of 14-6. Miami on the move. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie this one up. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Dolphins at the Buffalo 40-yard line. Miami comes out. 4 receivers set wide. Ducre in the shotgun. Ducre looking, throws deep, caught by Nayor, and Isaiah Nayor down to the 24, gain of 16. First down, Miami. A rookie out of Nebraska. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead on this Friday, the first game of our triple header. Evil Dead took Buffalo in this one, but Miami's on the move. 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 24-yard line. David Walker making the tackle on the previous play, the third-year defensive back out of Citadel. Dolphins come out 4 wide. Ducray in the shotgun. Ducray draws back. Ducray throws and just threw that one away. A flag is down, though. This may be on Miami. I bet it's holding. Yep.
Holding offense.
On Darren Evans, the left tackle.
Still first down.
They'll back him up. It'll be 1st and 20 for Miami at the Buffalo 34-yard line. Buffalo leads it 14-6. 7:27 left here in the fourth quarter. Dolphins come out 4 wide, or 3 to the near side anyway. Ducray in the shotgun. Ducray fakes the handoff. Throws. Caught by Nayor. Breaks a tackle and gets down to the 4-yard line. That's why they drafted him. 30 yards actually down to the 4-yard line for Isaiah Nayor, the rookie out of Nebraska. Barrett Briggs, the 10th-year safety out of Florida, made the tackle. First down, Miami. Remember now, when I brought all these players over, I kept their stats from College Football 25. Nayor's got a nice stride to him. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Ducray under center. Ducray to Robinson. Pushes forward, and Robinson picks up a yard to the 3-yard line. On the tackle there, Ashley Webster, the rookie out of Illinois, the linebacker. 6:40 in counting. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. Ducray under center. Miami trying to tie it up. Ducray pump fakes, and Robinson gets the handoff and gets nailed. A 5-yard loss. Robert Preston, the 10th-year linebacker out of Penn State. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 8. He got absolutely nailed. That play took too long to develop. 3rd and goal from the 8. The Dolphins really need a touchdown here as they're down by 8. 4 wide from Miami. Ducray under center.
Let's go. Green 39.
Ducray drops back. Ducray looking, rolls out, and Ducray fires back the other way, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Broken up by Ashley Webster, the linebacker. It'll be 4th and goal. They were looking for Gunnar Helm, the tight end, but he was out of bounds in the corner of the end zone. Decision time for Miami. A field goal makes it a 5-point game. 5:54. You got to trust your defense to get a stop. They're going to take the field goal. Andres Borregales. This will be from 25 yards to pull Miami to within 5. The kick is up, and it's good. It's 14-9 Buffalo with 5:51 left. Miami's offense has just not been clicking as of late. In the last 2 games, they've only scored 2 touchdowns, and that was last week against Detroit when they won 14-7. Bills have held them touchdownless in this one. John Ryan will kick off. Still 5:51 left if the Dolphin defense can get a stop. Buffalo's offense has been pretty good today. There's the kick. From about 2 yards deep, McGinnis over the 15, 20, 25. All to McGinnis. Tackled by Ryan. The kicker made the tackle. And McGinnis gets out to the 34-yard line. And that's where Buffalo will take over with 5:47 left. Cardinals, Seahawks up next. Saints, Raiders after that. A triple header here today. Want to give you a heads up. We'll be off tomorrow. Got a baseball, couple of games tomorrow, a tournament. And then we'll be back on Sunday. We'll have the final 3 games of Week 11 on Sunday. First and 10 from the 34. Cross to Franklin up the middle, and Franklin out to the 43-yard line, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Mark Franklin in his 7th year out of Vanderbilt. He played 3 years for the Rams, now in his 4th year with Buffalo. 2nd and 1 from the 43-yard line. Buffalo comes out. Cross under center. Cross to Franklin, and Franklin picks up the first down. They cross midfield to the 46-yard line. 11 yards for Franklin and a Buffalo first down into Miami territory. As we're down to 5 minutes left. Bills lead at 14-9 in what has been a hard-hitting game. Bills on the move. They can pretty much put this one away, especially if they get a touchdown. A field goal would keep it a one-possession game. Under 5 minutes to play. 1st and 10 from the 46. Bills come out. Cross under center. Cross to Franklin. And Franklin to the 43-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4 yards. Stephon Kilgore on the tackle for Miami. And that'll bring up 2nd and 6. Buffalo eating up some time here. We're down to 4:28. They come out 5 wide, empty backfield for Cross on 2nd and 6. Cross will drop back, throws down the middle, caught by David Scott down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 14 yards and another Buffalo first down. Tell you what, Mason Cross very quietly has played a pretty good game today, the quarterback for Buffalo. Scott, the 8th year tight end out of Texas. All 8 years with Buffalo. I look for Buffalo to make the playoffs again this season as a wild card. They're not going to catch the Jets. 1st and 10. Cross, play action. Cross throws. Caught by Adam Welsh down to the 8-yard line. A gain of 21. And another Buffalo first down. And Buffalo will probably get in as a wild card. I wouldn't want to face Buffalo in the first round. They're a very well-rounded team. Seth Bingham on the tackle. It'll be 1st and goal Buffalo. There's a lot to like about this Buffalo team. And they're showing that last season wasn't a fluke. They lead the AFC when it comes to wild cards at the moment. 1st and goal from the 8. Cross in the shotgun. Cross looking. Cross rolls out. He's going to take off. Nobody there. Touchdown, Buffalo. An 8-yard touchdown run by Mason Cross, the 2nd-year quarterback out of LSU. And that will probably do it. Bills go up by 11. It's a 2-score game. Evil Dead likes that. Buffalo's going to be 7-4, and Miami's going to drop to 5-6. Alex Rayner for the extra point. Kick is good. Yep, it's up and good. Bills lead at 21-9. A 12-point lead with 3:17 left. Bills have come to play today. And Miami, they're just struggling. I don't know what it is. They've got talent, but like I said, though, their defense is aging. Their offensive line is aging. And there's some players on their offense that are aging. I think Robinson needs to be replaced. Several of their defensive players need to be replaced. They had a good run. They missed the playoffs last season, but the 3 seasons before, they won the division. But each time, they were one and done in the playoffs. To the Jets twice and the Colts once. Some missed opportunities for Miami. Alex Rayner will kick off. Fielded at the 5 by Alex Hayes over the 20, 25, and Hayes out to the 30-yard line. And that's where Miami will take over. 1st and 10, 3:13 left, down by 12. They've got to score twice. And they have to be touchdowns. Something they haven't done today. Score a touchdown. DeCray will come back out. We'll head off to Seattle. We'll cross the country. It'll be the Cardinals and the Seahawks up next. 4 wide for Miami. DeCray in the shotgun. DeCray looking, throws, caught by Helm, and Gunnar Helm out to the 39-yard line, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. As we're down to 3 minutes left. Clock is moving. It'll be 2nd and 1 for Miami at their own 39-yard line. Yeah, Miami will have their hands full with Baltimore next week. That's not an easy game. DeCray looking, throws, caught by Nayor, and Isaiah Nayor out to the 49, a gain of 12. And that'll be a Dolphin first down. That Thanksgiving game next week between the Packers and the Bills, that should be a good one. The Packers currently tied with Minnesota atop the NFC Central. In Buffalo, they're going to be 7 and 4 in second place in the AFC East. 1st and 10, Dolphins from the Buffalo 49. 5 wide, empty backfield. DeCray in the shotgun. DeCray drops back. DeCray throws, and incomplete. Threw into a crowd. Ashley Webster was there to break it up, the linebacker. They were looking for Otto Stowe, who's been oddly quiet today. He has yet to catch a pass. He's their highest rated receiver still, and he has yet to catch a pass. The 10th year receiver out of BYU. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Dolphins come out. DeCray in the shotgun. DeCray throws near side. Caught on the sideline, but out of bounds. Nayor only had 1 foot in. And that'll stop the clock with 2:09 left. Getting to be desperation time for the Dolphins. 3rd and 10 from the Buffalo 49-yard line. 4 wide from Miami. DeCray in the shotgun. DeCray looking, throws, caught by Helm, and Gunnar Helm down to the 37-yard line. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Bills up 21-9 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. The final 2 minutes of this one. Buffalo's got this one in hand. They're up 21-9. Dolphins have the ball, but they're down by 12 with 2 minutes left. Both teams with 3 timeouts. A very good win for Buffalo here today. 1st and 10, DeCray in the shotgun. DeCray draws back, throws, and overthrows his receiver, looking for Nayor down the sideline. He was well covered by Aaron Catledge. Catledge, the 3rd-year defensive back out of Navy. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line. We have the Cardinals and Seahawks up next, about 5 minutes after this one's over. 2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line. DeCray in the gun. DeCray drops back, throws, caught by Stowe, and Otto Stowe fumbles, and Buffalo recovers. Stowe finally catches a pass and coughs it up. And Jack Williams recovers, the fourth-year defensive back out of Boston College. Was he down, though? He might have been down. I bet you they review this. Yep, he was down. His elbow was down before the ball came out. That's going to be Miami football. At least it should be. Mason Cross comes back out. Let's see if they review it with 1:50 left. I'd be shocked if they don't. Oh, there it is, finally. I was about to say, I'm shocked. They took their sweet time. All right, let's take a look ourselves. Can't really see it from that angle. And that's not the best angle either. But yeah, his elbow's down right there, and then the ball comes out. That's going to be Dolphin football. Not that it really matters. Buffalo's going to win this game. It's overturned. Miami football. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 21-yard line. 1:40 left. Clock is moving. Miami's got to get a quick score here as they quickly come out. Here come the Dolphins. 4 wide. Ducre in the shotgun. Ducre draws back. Ducre looking. He's in trouble. He rolls out, squares up, and dumps it off to Robinson. And Robinson, when it's all said and done, loses a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11 back at the 22. Coming up on a minute left. Dolphins in the hurry up. Ducre in the shotgun. 2nd and 11. Ducre back. Throws. Dumps it off to Nayor. Nayor fumbles. And the Bills pick it up. And that's ball game, my friends. Isaiah Nayor, the rookie, coughed it up. Evil Dead is going to be 79 and 59. He's now back up to 20 games over 500. The Bills are going to be 7 and 4. Miami's going to be 5 and 6. No review on that one needed. That was obvious. As Buffalo will take over at their own 18. Miami still has 3 timeouts. They'll probably use them here. They will delay the inevitable. Cross under center, 1st and 10. Cross to Franklin. And Franklin gains 3. Miami takes a timeout. It'll be 2nd and 7. Miami has 2 timeouts left. A solid win for Buffalo today. I'm already updating the standings as we speak. Miami's going to be 5 and 6. Buffalo 7 and 4. But the Jets are still far and away ahead in this division at 10 and 1. The Jets still have a 3-game lead over the Bills. The Ravens have yet to play this week. They're 5 and 5 also. On 2nd and 7. Cross to Franklin. And Franklin out to the 26-yard line. A gain of 5. Dolphins take a timeout, their final timeout. Miami with 1 timeout left. If Buffalo gets the first down here, that pretty much wraps it up. 50 seconds left. Trying to get back up here on the schedule here. I want to see, who do the Ravens play this week? Ravens host Denver on the Monday night game. We'll have that one Sunday. Third and 2 from the 26-yard line. They hand off to Franklin. Gets the first down. Out to the 31-yard line. A gain of 5. And that'll do it. Dolphins take their final timeout. 46 seconds left. Probably 2 more snaps here for Buffalo. And then we'll head up to Seattle, Washington. It'll be the Cardinals and the Seahawks in AFC West battle. Seattle came into this week tied with the Giants for the best record in the NFC at 8-2. The Giants have yet to play this week. They play the 49ers. That game will be on Sunday. In the victory formation.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Cross takes a knee. One more snap and we're done. And for the Dolphins, it's back to the drawing board. Miami's going to have to run the table now, get to 10-6 to have a shot. I don't see that happening, to be honest with you. Final snap of the game as Cross takes a knee. Ball game. Your final score, Buffalo 21, Miami 9. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Cardinals Seahawks up next. We'll see you then.